is just, we're all having this situation, right? We're all just living our life, speaking what Srila Prabhupada says, monotonous material words. And the stress is coming, and we're getting delusioned by so many different things. But then we get a chance to speak Hare Krishna. And then we start to remember, okay, what's this process? What's this life for? Who am I? I'm the servant of Krishna, and we chant Hare Krishna, and the stress goes away. So the affection of Lord is that as Lord Chaitanya, He has given us this easy process of chanting Hare Krishna. It's not all easy, but it's effective. It's the quickest, it's the most sublime way of connecting with the Supreme Person. So if in your life you're feeling stress, and you have some situations where you have to deal with some things that are stressful, well, our goal is to be chanting Hare Krishna 24 hours a day. How can we do that? Maybe we're doing work and we're maybe not chanting Hare Krishna. Why? That would be kind of rude, right? Somebody's talking to you at work and you just start chanting Hare Krishna. But in our heart, we can always be chanting Hare Krishna. And this is the goal, is that 24/7, that in the heart, and as much as possible, that we're verbally chanting Hare Krishna. And the monotonous material words that we are speaking, that are exhausting us, will go away, and they'll become transcendental. They'll become spiritual. And even if we're so to speak, speaking these material worlds, they'll actually become transcendental, and we'll start to be enlivened always, because we always have Krishna in our heart and chanting Hare Krishna. This is the mission of Srila Prabhupada. The mission of Srila Prabhupada is to give us this chanting of Hare Krishna so that we can do it 24 hours a day. And He's given us these temples, the associations of devotees, the books that we have, to encourage us to always be chanting Hare Krishna so that we can become free of monotonous material words. So we spoke. So in our theme of the Lord's affection to His devotee, we first spoke about that He is always speaking from the transcendental world, that He's making these arrangements to attract Him. Then we spoke about the Lord being kind to His devotees, either sakama or akama. Then we spoke about the Lord's affection and giving us the warning that we shouldn't make the mistake of thinking that He is a normal person, right? And then last, we talked about the Lord's affection is most present in this age through chanting Hare Krishna. That He's given us this process so that we can go back to Him in the most quickest, funnest, most enjoyous, see how many words I can make up way. Any questions, comments, thoughts?
So I saw him from the time he was, well, of course I don't remember him when he was 23 years old, but that's how old he was.
You do kirtan every Wednesday?
Yes, Wednesday at 6 o'clock. Please come. Yeah.
4 years, he was a petty officer.
Yes.
Very good lecture so far.
Thank you. What struck you in this lecture? What are your thoughts?
Well, I think everyone would want to aspire to serve the Lord and serve Krishna in a pure state without any attachments to it. And it's nice reading about examples of pure devotees that have done that.
Mm.
And even if they don't, then the Lord still has mercy, which is also
Even then I stopped, and I've never, since then, since I was about 14 or so,
good to know, I guess, too.
experimented with the words again. I'm not saying this to say
In the Drissa, can you go down further? There's a
as somebody who swears
in here.
just don't do it, and I give a lot of credit and gratitude to my dad and my mom too. Please don't misunderstand, but my dad
I think it should be back up.
sons and dads and things like that.
It's crashing still. Here, let me see if I can pull it up.
That you can get through life
Oh, 1 second here.
In fact, more recently,
But I know with
have clean speech. So
Go ahead.
he hit his thumb with a hammer
Dhruva, he
on something in the garage on his workbench. He might
made such a sacrifice and dedicated himself so deeply by the end, he didn't actually want anything, which is an interesting caveat too.
I was in text 30 here. You pull it up, Trista. So we mentioned Kardamamuni has some desire, right? He says, I'm lusty, I want a wife. Please help me, Krishna. And look in text 30 here. He says, with your heart cleansed by properly carrying out my command, resigning to me the fruits of all your acts, you will finally attain me. So Krishna is saying, yes, okay, you have this desire, but if you continue to carry out my command, we continue to carry out the orders of Bhagavad Gita through the spiritual master, and we start to give up our fruits, then we will become completely purified. So we're in this situation right now. We all have some kind of, well, at least I should talk about myself, in case all of you are pure devotees, and I don't want to make any offenses. But as for myself, yes, I can see that in my heart, there's these things that come up in different ways, greed, this, and this. But Krishna's giving us, through the story, the confidence that if you be honest, if you go to Krishna and say, hey, help me with this, and we're trying to come up to the platform of not even asking him for the to solve our solution, but if he decides to, then he'll arrange something. And if we continue to follow the commands of the Lord, if we continue to follow the process that Srila Prabhupada has given us, then we'll be cleansed of these things that aren't welcomed, narta nivritti, and all of our fruits we just keep giving to Krishna, no problem. It's a very wonderful process. I appreciate it. Thank you for your comments. Any other comments, questions, thoughts? Luca Nanda Prabhu.
Thank you for the wonderful class. The point that you mentioned about even if we have any material desires, we should go to Krishna. So I just remembered Radhana Swami, he used to say that if you have any material desires, we still go to our Father instead of taking shelter of any other demigods. So our Father Krishna, we go in front of the deities and we extend our prayers by a prefix, which is, if you so desire, my dear Lord. Because we don't know if that is good for us or not. So Krishna knows, so we request, if you so desire, my dear Lord, I have this desire, so if you think it is fit, please fulfill.
No, such a wonderful part. And another part of the Lord's affection, right, is that sometimes he won't give the devotee what they're asking for because he really wants what's best for them, right? So if we use that prefix, I like that if you so desire. Yeah. The thing I was thinking, I remember. I was thinking when you were using the example of the child who's asking their father, what if the child isn't heard, or the child is kept and put into a difficulty where they're not explaining, being able to speak their heart, they often become grumpy and mischievous, right? Because they're not being heard, or they're not feeling like they. So in a similar way, when we need to take our responsibility and ask and reveal these things to our shiksha gurus, our guru, or to our fellow devotees, because if we don't, it can often grow and grow and grow. But if we do it in the sense like, hey, I have this thing going on within me, and I'm just trying to figure out how to deal with it, then the Lord, through the mercy, can find out how to work through it with us. He can give us, if we want some candy that's really bad for us, maybe they give us a smaller candy that can help us with the difficulty we're having, but not in a way that will hurt us. But as Gokulananda Prabhu is mentioning, we can also within that prayer say, hey, if it's your desire, if you feel it's right. It's really quite astonishing how not astonishing, of the mercy of the devotees in Krishna, because we're going through, we've lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime of infinite lifetimes of material desires. And through this one lifetime of revealing our mind in confidence, sharing with the devotees, praying to Krishna, chanting Hare Krishna, we can get through it all. It's not easy sometimes because these things are coming up. But if we use the process that we're being given, we can be satiated in a way that we can keep moving forward, right? Okay. Any last comments, questions, thoughts? Okay. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaura Pramanande Hari Hari Bo.
The Butcher, the original cover of the Beatles album, I'm forgetting which album it was it Rubber Soul? I forget which one. Where they showed like baby dolls and it's like
It's unfortunate to say the least.
yeah, and there was some eyebrow raising, well, Patrick, what do you have to say about that kind of thing? You like the Beatles? Well, I'll put it this way. I clearly don't like that album cover. In fact, they pulled it as fast as it came out. And they redid a different cover because it was so offensive to people. And I'm going to throw a dart here and say that album came out probably 65, maybe. So Paul McCartney was all 27. So to put it in context, you got these musical superstars and their agents and their record label and whoever was making such decisions, they're just like along for the ride, making tons of money, and they're fabulously popular. And hey, let's do a photo shoot. I know, let's put some baby dolls with missing heads and some pieces of raw meat on you, and you're wearing lab clothes. Haha, that's really funny. And it wasn't, and nobody liked it. I'm not going to defend that. I mean, a couple people tagged me on Twitter, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, no way I'm going to defend that. It's stupid. But here's, to me, the moral of the story on that. We can use it as an example. Some people say, yeah, well, what about all the bad things the Beatles did? I like their music. But here's, to me, the way to look at it. Cyrus, try this on for size. See what you think. You can like somebody for his or her accomplishments, their output, authors, musicians, what have you. But it doesn't mean that by appreciating and liking and even being a fan of somebody's work that you are thereby thusly approving of everything that person ever did. Of course not. That's ridiculous. I mean, to the anonymous person, I don't remember now who it was on Twitter. I'm not even sure if I know who it was on Twitter. But somebody who sort of queried me on this, I would say, okay, what if we